Tinubu here for the long game will soon endear himself to Nigerians. So up till now, he never reconnected to Nigerians. I thought some women said it is because of his whatever that he has done that has endeared him to Nigerians. So he will soon, according to Fashola, and he's here for a very long time. SY Minister of Works and Housing, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, SAN on Wednesday said that the fact that Tinubu waited patiently for 8 years for Muhammadu Buhari to serve out his term before throwing his hat in the ring showed he's a long game political player. In a keynote he delivered at the 2023 Standard Chartered Treasury Leadership Forum. Now so they're going to form different forum, different seminar. To what? Nothing. Okay. The blueprint for tomorrow at the Mike Adenuga Center, Ikoyi, Lagos. Fashola stated that those who do not fully know the president will soon see him unfold. He admitted that though the Lagos gathering was not political, when confronted with challenges, nobody can avoid an assessment of the role of leadership in the country. Describing leadership as a critical factor, the former Lagos governor stressed that Nigeria has just elected a new president who will reveal himself to those who do not yet know enough of him by the leadership he will offer. He maintained that if money shows the day, some of the decisions taken so far, especially on the economic front, are already impacting the markets and exciting investors. The senior lawyer and ex-chief of staff to Tinubu reminded his audience of how Tinubu came to power by forging a merger of political party in 2013 with Buhari, arguing that it would be the first and only successful merger of political parties in Nigeria for a long time. Recalling that the result of the merger unseated an incumbent president, a rarity in this part, he stressed that everything the then opposition said was impossible, Tinubu and his party proved them wrong. Fashola noted that these remain important leadership traits that impact business and investment. Merger indicates his ability to forge partnership. Waiting for 8 years for his partner to run his term before seeking office shows that he is a faithful partner and can sustain policy. The reforms he's initiating are not a fleeting fancy. He is here for the long game as permitted by law. As an example is the judicial reforms led at subnational level in Lagos, which have gained national acceptance. The former governor stated, Nigeria, the largest democracy on the African continent, he assured, has just produced a political leadership whose record shows a capacity to thrive against the odds. It would be a very hard search to find a leader who won an election against such odds. That kind of resilience and resolve must stand the country in very good stead as she confronts tomorrow with a leader who does not surrender. Despite the many criticisms of the last administration, he stated that Nigeria committed to an aggressive investment on our public infrastructure to support enterprise and a future and youthful and growing population. He mentioned the expansion and upgrade of 5 major international airports in Lagos, Port Harcourt, Enugu, Kano, Abuja, which are strategic human and enterprise hubs and an important statement of readiness for tomorrow. Fashola stated that Nigeria is also expanding its gas supply infrastructure, including the Ajaokuta Kaduna Kano project stretching across 614 kilometers at $3.2 billion. He further said the broadband infrastructure development on the Abuja-Makurdi 220-kilometer highway and the Kano-Maiduguri 560-kilometer were done without fuse, and that the ducts to lay fiber optic cable are being constructed and have been completed respectively. In addition, Fashola said the new refinery capable of processing 650,000 barrels of crude oil per day has come on stream and is about to commence production, inclusive on a petrochemical plant and fertilizer plant. Are you talking of Dangote? Is it for Nigeria? I don't understand. Or you guys are telling us that you are trying to confirm to us that all of you now una do am because it's not you are una do am, but you didn't do it for Nigeria. These guys are not talking about how they brought many people or they lure people into poverty, multi-dimensional poverty. Nigeria is the headquarters of people living in abject poverty. Now it is multi-dimensional. They are not telling us about how many people lost their lives due to insecurity. How our economy has been bastardized by their policies here and there. This one is coming to tell us nonsense. The Lagos that you guys are using to brag, is that how a sane place is, a sane society should be? They will tell you that they have some estates and what have you. Go and check the roads. People are just living a fake life. Those who even think that they are, oh my God, it's just unfortunate. Oh my goodness. Also, worthy of mention, he said, is a complimentary new seaport in Lekki area of Lagos, with the two projects alone accounting for 22 billion. These are the money they are going to be counting. Go and check the environment. It's as useless as anything. All those areas they are talking about, even the Eco Atlantic, when I went there, honestly, I was just like, so with all these things that everything just you know, it's just really ridiculous. If you know what development is, when they tell you that Nigeria or Lagos, Abuja is developed or whatever, you will cry. Now they can come and be telling you all manner of nonsense story. But the bottom line is that he said he has come to stay for a long time. That's just it. All this number and all this nonsense they're quoting, that in reality you can't see them on ground. All those ones are wash. All those ones are just wash. Can you just imagine? Nigeria. Now wow. But he failed to endear himself to Nigerians in the southeast and south-south, as evidenced in the bad federal roads that litter across the region. You are all bunch of criminals. That's it. Story for the gods. Did he win the election? The APC was beaten by a political movement called the Obedient, but was INEC collusions. But with INEC collusions with APC has temporarily jotted the victory. I'm sorry, I'm even surprised. Is it not a INEC? The Mahmoud that brought all this nonsense. Yeah, you cannot brag on nonsense when your people, they for broad daylight like this, people were writing results, underage children voting and all of that in Lagos. You brought Ayagbero, everybody saw it. That is what you are bragging on. Even when they call governor, so Solu said go the same now in a governor that he won under that atmosphere. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.